channeled insights, and what a huge day today is. There's so many aspects affecting you and all of humanity today. And it begins with winter solstice. So winter solstice is when it's like shifting chapters, but we're moving into the darkest part of the year. That doesn't mean dark as in heavy. It means that we go within to be reflective within. It's dark on the earth, and so it's the time when we come inside and reflect on where we've been, who we are, and where we're going. It's very important that we are true to nature and put our microphones on for one. It's very important that we remember that we're part of nature, and to be as aligned. Sorry, I know that must be noisy. Oof, I'm really putting you through it now. And align ourselves as much as possible to the changes on Earth in every way that you possibly can. Now more than ever, you want to be in flow with the rhythms of the Earth rather than pushing against it. And so many of our holidays and even our time, the Gregorian calendar, is not in harmony with the actual cycles of the sun and the moon. And so with that, we're always pushing against. And so just being aware of where we're not in flow and making every effort to be in flow. So this winter, rather than running and looking and doing, see how you can go within and be present to yourself. Now, let's talk about the fact that there was a very important eclipse this last week. It was a full solar eclipse that moves us into a new chapter, like a portal opening up, and delivers us here on this day, the day of the Great Convergence. Now, what is the Great Convergence? This is something that happens it happens every 200 years, but it's been said that we haven't been able to visually see it for 800 years. And so tonight's very special. This event happens at 1:30 UT, Universal Time. And so wherever you are, that would be 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So wherever you are in the world, maybe look that up and have a look. What's going to happen is that our two biggest planets, Saturn and Jupiter, are going to come into perfect alignment. There are two biggest planets lined up. This is what is known as the Christmas star. Okay, so when they line up, it's going to appear to be the brightest star in the entire universe. Now, that's what it looks like, but let's talk about what this means to us. And I want you to really think about portal energy. This alignment is happening in Aquarius, an air sign. For the past 200 years, this alignment has been... Oh, and I want to correct myself. This alignment happens every 20 years. Not 200 years, every 20 years. But it has been many, many, many centuries since we've been able to actually see it. So, pardon me. So, for the last 200 years, this alignment has been happening mostly in earth signs. And what does that do to us? What is the earth? It puts us in a state of survival, of chasing abundance and materialism. Right? Whereas now we move into Aquarius, which this is a whole new wave of Age of Aquarius. So it's like a portal. You know, we entered Age of Aquarius some time ago, but now we have this new, very huge portal. It's like we've been slowly ramping up, getting ourselves ready for right now. And amazingly, in juxtaposition to what's happening with COVID, Aquarian energy is all about community and communal living and collective consciousness. and being one with the whole, which as we've all been separated, this may bring some nice relief for us. There's one more thing that I see kind of concurrent with all of my friends in the spiritual world who are kind of looking deeper in and or channeling information to see where this really moves us. And that brings us to the conversation of moving into fifth dimension. So I talk about that a lot. We've been making this shift for a long time now, and back before the shift into fifth dimension began several years ago, I was really working with my students and my community to get everyone prepared for kind of the discomfort of shifting dimensions and being in a place where we start to see more or feel more, where our sensors are more aware than they ever were before, which the very first thing you think is, I'm crazy, I'm losing it. You're not, you're waking up. It's important that we remember that all the time. Well, right now, it's like we're moving through a passage into a greater receiving of fifth dimension aspects. And in fifth dimension, when we move into that fifth dimension, this is that great divide. And this is something that I've really been discussing with my mentors this week is, we're watching this division happen, but the perspective from the spiritual view is a little bit different than what's happening, what's playing out in society. And yes, we're going to get to sound healing and all of these instruments in a moment. It was just very important to discuss all of this before we go into this sound healing. So I'll give you a little extra time in the sound healing today with the harps and the bowls. And the bowls will be very prominent as today's energy is very cosmic. So get your headphones and your earbuds ready. And I just want to finish up by saying, this division that we move into with fifth dimension. We're witnessing so much division in politics and ethnically, and there's so many. We've just about separated into two equal sides of people thinking things are right or wrong. Well, except with the ethnic thing, I think most of us are on the same page with that one. Finally, So what is the division that I speak of? It's the division of waking up into the fifth dimension energies where we're receiving more empathically, intuitively. We're beginning to understand and work with our inner vision in a way that is healthy and positive, and for not only each individual but for everyone. So these are the people who are aligned with fifth dimension and are moving smoothly into this. And one thing I'll say about that is that in my circles of healers and spiritualists and yogis and all those people, I hear this. I hear, I hate to say it, but my life is amazing right now. I feel so alive. I feel like I'm serving my purpose. This is what I've been waiting for my entire life. I feel like I've been grooming myself and being educated for this moment. And even though I know there's so much loss and pain happening, I feel more grounded in myself and happy than I ever have. This is the spiritual community, and I credit that to being aligned with fifth dimension. On the other hand, those who are not so much in the spiritual realms, I'm witnessing a meltdown at this point, a breakdown, people kind of losing grip, losing their grasp at this point. A lot of mental and emotional and energetic breakdowns happening at this point. So the discussion this week went into, is this a natural divide or is this a conscious divide? And You know, among us, what we discerned is it's a conscious divide. It takes work to groom yourself energetically to be open to receiving higher vibrational frequencies and understanding them and learn how to accurately translate them within yourself. So it is a choice. And so the work that we do here, raising our own vibration and becoming the people in that camp that are moving into fifth dimension, we raise the frequency for those who don't know that that's even available, and maybe we will raise it high enough that they naturally kind of toe over the line. And so we take humanity with us. And so we can look with this solar event tonight, we can look for an even more clear divide between those two camps. And what that means for us is it is really time to hold the space of high self and to be more detailed in that description. It's not about being positive and gluing on a smiley face all the time. We're way past positive thinking dynamics. We are into being one with ourselves. That is the brightest that we can shine. The highest that our vibrational frequency ever is when we are truly aligned with ourselves. And that includes the dark aspects of ourselves, the pain, the suffering. It's when we're being true. It's when we're out of denial. We're not reaching for the habits or the things that we do to numb ourselves out or take us into denial. We're spending more time in silence, more time just being present, more time in inner reflection, more time in nature, more time in meditation, and kind of padding the ends, both ends between sleep time, right before we fall asleep and right after we wake up, with moments of great connection with universal intelligence. So with all of that said, and thank you for staying with it, let's do some deep inner alignment. Having talked us into this point, I think we all know what we need to do today. And it's feel the whole of you, the truth, the high self of you, and be one, be in complete and total acceptance with every aspect of you, like a mother holding her beautiful and oh so imperfect baby. We hold ourselves. Inviting you to close your eyes. Make sure your headphones are on. And beginning to ride the breath into the center of your center with each successive breath, expanding into space within, with each exhale, maintaining that extra space between every cell of your body, between every thought, the space between the emotions, the open, free space between the memories. As you soften, letting go of every tension and stress, old, new, and even of the future. Let it go. Coming into the now of now, the here of here, the you of you. beginning now to collect, to draw into you the universal wisdoms, the visions, the insights, the love, the light, and the joy frequency of being one with all. Breathing deep, as if expanding into new space within you, inhabiting that new space as new you on new earth. Holding space for all that is within you and all of reality. Turn the wheels of the season. We turn the page and enter a new chapter. A new era. A new you. A new earth. With an open heart, clarity of mind, with a smile and a tear. Like a loving parent with a newborn, we welcome this new age. So let us breathe deeply into the energy of awakening, expansion, alignment. Let us accept greater expressions of ourselves. Let us accept broader vision, deeper inner knowing, clearer insight, and deeper oneness with humanity. So everyone, I wish you a blessed, blessed winter solstice. Please sleep mindfully and look at the Christmas star tonight if you can. But even if you don't look at it, take it into your energy and understand that now we move into an even greater portal of humanity, of being, and of being one with Earth. Thank you so much, everyone, as always. If you've been experiencing very intense dreams, very vivid dreams, having a hard time sleeping, feeling tired during the day, this is all symptoms of that. I took a little poll last week, and many are experiencing many different symptoms of this portal energy. So just be one with it and go through it and be your highest self. Be true and one with yourself, and be the light of that for everyone that you meet. We bring our hands to prayer at our hearts. May the light of truth, of clarity, may the intuition and the insight of universal wisdom be the light that guides and lights your every thought, breath, gesture, emotion, and way of being in this new era, in the new earth, with the new humanity. And with that, I say, aho, namaste. Blessings, everyone. I leave you now to this remarkable evening and the future ahead. I'm here every Sunday and Thursday at 4 p.m. If you would like longer sessions, you can find me at Soul of Yoga on Sundays at 11 a.m. where we go really deep. So thank you so much, everyone. I send you many, many blessings and much love. And I'll see you here this week. Have a blessed, wonderful holiday.